Episode 27. Today I speak with recording artist and guitarist Jordan Reinecke from Virginia. Jordan is a terrific player and is heavily inspired by the one and only Eddie Van Halen. And just like Eddie was, Jordan is way into his gear and has everything completely dialed in. He has put out some great tracks. I'll leave his links below. Definitely check him out. Great player, great singer. He's playing a beautiful thinline Stratocaster that was built by Bryant Haynie, who I interviewed back in episode 5. And you can actually see Bryant is working on this guitar in that episode. I love the way this guitar is built and shaped. It's gorgeous. I've never seen another Strat style guitar like this one. Definitely check it out. If you like what I'm doing here, please like and subscribe to the channel. Really helps me out. Let's get into it. What is up, Jordan? Thank you for joining the club. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped to talk to you. You're the second person now I've talked to about a guitar who was built by Bryant Haynie down in Richmond, RVA Guitars. That Strat you're holding is one of the coolest friggin' Strats I think I have ever seen. I am in love with that guitar. He had it in the shop when he was building it, and I just love the way that's carved and the shape of it. It's such a badass guitar.
Yeah, it was honestly years in the making of
Really?
yeah, because the story is I put a deposit down with a strap builder from Illinois. I won't name names, but he ended up taking my deposit, and which is super unfortunate. But I was wanting like a thin line strap, but it's kind of a blessing in disguise because this thing is built. He he could not have done this, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and I talked to Bryant, and I've been playing the same guitar. I'll show you that one in a second, but the same Strat for 5 years now,
Hmm.
and it's gone to like I've flown it around and gigged it, um, and just wanted something different. But I talked to Brian, and he was like, "We can do anything." I was like, "Can you do a thin line?" And then I saw like some carved Strats. I was like, "You think you could do like a carved Strat?" He's like, "You can do carved and thin line." And I'm like, "Okay, give me like a few weeks. Let me figure out what we can do." And
Yeah.
then this is like the result.
The
So
carved on it, like the way it's carved with the thin line, I love the thin line on a Strat. It just looks so cool. And the way it's
yeah,
relic is great.
it's I saw the Eric Johnson model, and it
Mhm.
didn't quite like the Strat shape is so I don't know. Like if you divert from it too much, it starts to like become uncanny, you know?
Yeah.
But so there's like a little bit of magic that we had to like the roundovers had to be wider because it gets really cramped when you start putting an F hole in and it still has the regular contours,
Yeah.
and roundovers and whatnot. So I think we did a really good job because at first glance it looks like it could be a Fender thing.
Totally.
Um,
No, he nailed it, and you both nailed it with with the specs you gave him. Because it's just like you're right. It's like hard to do that kind of style just right, and it looks terrific.
yeah, thank you.
Um,
Yeah, it was a there's a lot of challenges along the way.
yeah, yeah. So were you playing like a regular standard Strat before?
Yeah, let me go grab it. It's one I built about 5 years ago,
Okay, you built it. Cool.
but it's like I mean, just like a parse caster,
Yeah.
But I mean, this is the
Yeah. Nice.
opposite of that guitar. It is like no frills.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Classic.
no paint.
Love that.
Um, and I got some cool like signatures on the back and
Oh yeah, same.
um, but yeah, and this is my first like scalloped
Oh
guitar.
yeah. Yeah, that's super cool.
So
I want you to talk to me about the scalloped fretboard and when you got into that and why you like that.
so it was a result. I got this guitar plecked.
Mm,
I was
okay.
going to I was going to like Los Angeles for this thing called the Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp,
Hmm.
um, which you get to play with awesome like I got to front a band with Ricky Rocket at the Whiskey A Go Go,
Nice.
and they sponsored me to go, and like I just wanted to get this guitar sort of played it for a long time, so just wanted to get it kind of leveled out,
Hmm.
and we took a lot of the fret down, and I like started to feel my fingers kind of scraping, so
Mm.
then I scalloped it, and then I realized how much I love it. And it kind of is a part of my style now. So this one also
Yeah.
also is as well. You can see
Yeah.
it just a little bit.
So do you feel like that changes your sound a bit, or is it
I think
more of a
so.
feel thing?
It's a bit of a feel thing, but it's nice because it just kind of gets out of the way, and you can just really the bends. You can be much
Yeah.
more articulate. So I really enjoy it, but yeah, I've learned a lot. I think like small frets and scallops is like the best of both worlds because you can slide and
Hmm.
not feel anything, and then you can bend and not feel anything. So it's just you and the notes, I guess, and the
Yeah.
string.
Oh,
So it's
that's
really
really
cool.
interesting. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool. So,
yeah. So
tell me about yourself. How long you've been playing, and what kind of music are you into now?
yeah, so I've been playing since 2015 or so. So about
Hmm.
10 years.
Hmm.
Um, and it really started then. I saw Van Halen in 2015, like that year. I mean, that's like when it started. And I was gifted a guitar for Christmas. Didn't even ask for it. It was a Jägermeister guitar that I have around here somewhere. And because my grandfather was a liquor broker, so shout
Okay.
out. So he's the reason I play. I'm here. Is he just gave me a guitar and I was like, oh, cool. And then I started playing it and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I saw Van Halen, and then after that, it was, oh, I have to do this now. Like I have to be like that, you
Was
know?
that with Wolfgang playing guitar?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to meet Wolfie too at that same show, which was awesome.
Nice.
Because my best friend, my childhood best friend, is Wolfie's cousin, which is
Oh,
so
wow.
strange. So we
Yeah.
got to
No way.
like sound check, like going in, you hear like
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
just like, oh my God, like it was so cool.
That is so
That
cool.
changed, and that's why I have as you can see, there's a 412 back there and a plexi
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Yeah. That looks
yeah.
familiar. Very cool. So,
So
classic rock kind of guy. You've always been into Van Halen and what else?
yeah, so I've most of my since high school I've been gigging in like in a cover band, like wedding band. So
Yep.
everything from free to I mean just everything. And I love grunge. Love Soundgarden is another one of my favorite bands. But Eddie
Yeah.
is like kind of the nucleus of my
Cool.
playing.
Yeah.
And then I have an original project that I'm in. That's me and my roommate. That's just basically trying to like bring guitar heroism to modern music. Um,
Yeah.
I think we're doing a really good job. We have an album that's coming out next year. So
Yeah. So it's all original stuff, and you're obviously writing that.
yeah, so I'm a vocalist as well.
Nice.
So it's all just like guitar centric
Yeah.
music. But mhm.
Did singing come into to your repertoire?
I was just singing backup in the cover band, and the band broke up 3 times because of lead singers. I feel like it was always lead singers is the reason. It's like where the drama
Yeah.
came from. And then
Yeah.
I was like, after the third time, I just said, you know what? I'm gonna give it a stab. I can be unproblematic.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. So
That's cool. Do you feel
uh,
like it came natural?
no,
Because
no.
it's hard to sing and play, right?
Oh yeah, especially because in my project I'm doing like lead. I'm lead guitar too,
Yeah.
and the parts are not easy. It's like gigging. Like like singing and playing Van Halen at the same time is like,
Yeah.
Eddie
No.
did backup, but to like deliver vocally and as a front person and keep everything fine here. Because when
Yeah.
I started singing, I didn't want to stop playing. I didn't want to like lose my chops and stop my love for guitar.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, but things got easier. I got my tonsils out about uh, almost a year ago, and
Hmm.
that helped me out. And we did a Soundgarden tribute set, which kicked my butt right after that, and that helped me learn really quickly how to like do the rock vocal thing.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, like with anything in life, just throwing yourself into it and doing it is kind of the best way sometimes.
That's exactly what happened. I was like, why am I? It was it was a New Year's Eve gig, and I got my tonsils out December 9th. So it's a pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah. And that you feel like you had, what was it that that made you feel better? Was it just more power in your voice or more like air movement?
Just being like less sick, like chronically kind of inflamed
Gotcha.
helped. Because I was like doing 4 hour sets with like colds and like kept getting strep and whatnot, and I was just gigging sick way too much, and it would
Yeah.
like kind of tire me out.
Yeah,
Um,
it does. It kind of wears your body down when you're using your voice that much. Do you
yeah.
drink like tea or anything like that to help you with your voice?
Yeah. I also have asthma, and just it's nice now because I have such good vocal care, just because I used to need it to do, you know, 2 sets every weekend.
Yeah.
But now I don't really need it as much. But I have like, I'll do a nebulizer, like a saline nebulizer. That's a huge life hack.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah.
And between sets, don't talk to anybody because that's what really does it.
So
So
that's cool. How old are you now?
I'm 25.
Are you 25? Okay, cool. So are you pursuing music full time?
Pretty much. Really right now all I do is this, and then I work for Lindy Fralin, who's a
Yeah.
pickup winder here in Richmond.
Oh yeah, very
Um,
cool. Very cool.
yeah,
Are you winding there? Or what are you doing for him?
I do all their social media. I do
Nice.
all their pickup demos as well, and I lead it. Sometimes I'll scheme like this is a prototype that is a brainchild of mine that only exists in this guitar right now, but we're thinking about possibly putting it into production at some point, and that would be super cool.
So you're like a little
Um,
bit of a guinea pig for them too. Like, hey, Rain, try this out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's super fun. Yeah, Lindy's great. It's a dream come true. Yeah, because I put like an unbucker in here, and I was just around the shop, and I was like, "Do you guys do like videos?" And he says, "You
Yeah,
know what? We need to do more of those." And then I was like, "Okay, this is awesome." Um,
perfect.
so I love it. I mean, it's always an amazing time at the shop. I just love going around, and Lindy's like, "Oh, check this out. There's a 65 Strat pickup just came in for a rewind." I'm like, just so nonchalant. I'm like, "This is like
Yeah,
museum worthy stuff, you know?"
yeah, that's
But
really
he's so
cool.
talented. Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So let's talk about your playing a little bit more. I love the reverse headstock on that guitar too. By the way, I think that looks so cool. Was that your idea?
Yeah, I basically went to Bryant, and like I had been wanting like this exact guitar in this way. We figured out some stuff along the way, but I was like, I know I want a thin line carved reverse headstock. Like once he said anything's possible, I was like, okay. And it was when I got my tonsils out. So I was just sitting at home with with like powered by, codeine just on the
Yeah,
internet with nothing to do other than be like, okay,
build your
you know,
guitar.
yeah, just being like, how thick should the plates be, and just me, just kind of. But yeah, I just think they look sporty.
Yeah,
Like it just looks sporty. It reminds me of like the '80s
yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's cool. It makes you kind of look twice, and makes me always think of Jimmy a little bit, of course.
Yeah, love Jimmy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So, do you
absolutely.
mind playing a little bit? Love to hear you.
Yeah, I mean, I can show you around the guitar because there's a lot of weird switches.
Yeah, give me a tour of those switches down there.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the ultimate rock machine. I love it, but it's so versatile too. And the thing that really killed us was the wiring. As you can see, there's all these weird switches and stuff.
Yeah,
But I've always been an HSS Strat guy, just because playing a 4 hour set, and you gotta do country and hard rock, and like it's just
yeah.
you can get all the. But essentially, you have a 5-way, and we got our neck. These are Klein single coils. I haven't changed to Fralins yet, but it's just normal Strat thing, four
Hmm.
position, normal thing. And then this is kind of a telly, you know,
Yep.
normal second position. And then we have this humbucker here, which I'm very proud of. I'm coining it the highbucker for now, the Fralin highbucker, unreleased. And please don't go calling Lindy for it yet.
Yeah,
Please don't.
yeah.
If you're watching this, please don't ask for it yet. It's not easy to make right now. But one thing that has always bugged me about HSS strats is the bobbin sizes are different from
Yep.
um, the different pickups. And the colors are different too. They're made out of different plastics. So if you get a cream humbucker and you have parchment, it's never gonna look right.
Yeah.
And so these are real Strat bobbins, and this one is a real single coil. So if I split it, you know, that's a straight up single coil. But then and you can hear the hum to prove
Yeah.
it. And then when I put it down, hum goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does the thing. And it's
Yeah, that's nice having the humbucker in the back there.
I,
Sometimes you see it like an HSH, right? Or no,
mhm.
SHS, like a humbucker in the middle sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, and there's also HSH is popular,
Yeah.
but I've always been like all my Strats have a
Yeah.
humbucker in the bridge,
Yeah.
just so I can, do the Van Halen,
Yeah.
you
Cool.
know.
Yeah, it's
Um,
gorgeous.
but love this pickup's and the fact that it's like one side it has Alnico rods, and then one side it has screws and a
Hmm.
magnet, and
Hmm.
they just sound inherently different. And these coils pick up different sections of the string, and they're also have different inductances, capacitance, resistance, and resonant frequency. So when it comes together, it's a
Yeah.
very articulate,
Yeah. No, it's super
like
unique.
yeah,
Um,
it's a cool sound.
it
Um,
is. It is
but it
cool.
gets weird once we get to these things.
Yeah.
So this is like a series parallel switch, which you can
Okay.
get neck and um, like gets a little bit louder, but you can kind of fake just humbucker tones essentially because it makes these a humbucker. Um, and this is a phase switch, which most people know what that does.
Yep.
And you can do both, which is like the
Hmm.
Brian May.
Hmm.
And then last, there's a piezo, which
Gotcha.
if you like put it clean,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
nice.
you can get yeah, and that's pretty much the whole guitar. But it's
Yeah, that's very unique and interesting. I love it.
yeah, but it's intuitive, you know. There's a lot of weird Strat wirings online that have like duplicate positions and like unusable tones, and maybe it's like muted in the third position with I just didn't I wanted to design something that wasn't a pain like that, you know.
Yeah.
So
Are you a single guitar guy on stage when you're performing, or do you have just with
yeah,
that one
I
changing it
almost feel
up?
bad
Yeah.
for this guitar because like as soon as I got this, um, it sort of has been on the back burner. But I just like bonding with one and just knowing every single
Yeah.
millimeter, that's just kind of how I love Eddie, and I love that like you can tell that he just bonded with the instrument.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I do want to get like a backup sort of thing like this. And Bryant and I are also, because it's been so popular online, we're like considering doing like a more of a production version of this, like a little more
Nice.
distilled, improved, and like easier to manufacture version. Because it's sweet, and I get why people want it because
Yeah.
it's
There's
very
just
unique.
something about it, and I think it's the way it's carved that it just makes you. I don't know. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
in the right
surprised that
light,
people are interested in it.
yeah, in the right light, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like I
No.
just
So
love
cool.
looking at it on the rack on stage, and like
Yeah.
even the in the back being carved is really cool.
So cool.
Um,
So cool.
but yeah, Brian's attention to detail. I mean, even like setting the neck plate in, and like this was a Musicraft neck, and he carved it to be, this used to be like a full-on rectangle
Gotcha.
heel,
Yeah.
and he just any idea I had, he was like, he's so good. Like I was like, do you think we can? Like, I don't think this has been done before, but he's like, yeah, I can just go do it. So,
I'm gonna have to catch up with him again sometime. I really enjoyed talking to him. It was one of the earlier interviews I did, and he's just a really cool dude to talk to.
oh yeah, he's so knowledgeable, and he's like a true engineer in how he just figures stuff out. Like we had
Yeah.
challenges with this guitar, like the truss rod is bound up, like the truss rod will never move again in this guitar, and it's not his
Okay.
fault. and like even we had a locking nut that
Yeah.
he had to tap with like die and tap and die set and stuff. Like
Mhm.
he's just very good at the whole anything craftsmanship,
Yeah.
artisanship. He can do it,
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
painting at nitro,
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just the whole thing. It's been great to work with him.
Super cool. Now, tell me
Yeah.
about. Well, before I ask about your pedal board, do you play acoustic at all?
Not really.
Did
I
you
don't
ever
really
play
own.
acoustic, or have you always been playing electric?
I've always been playing electric. It's nice to
Cool.
have the option on this now to
It
like
does
get
sound. Yeah,
those
that is nice.
and like even I mean it rings too.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
so I love it's a great like couch guitar.
Mhm.
Although I don't often play it that way, but yeah, no, I don't play acoustic often. But it is nice to like just step on something and flip a switch and then it's like, okay, for reverse, I can be acoustic right now.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Um,
that is super versatile. So
yeah.
I know I saw on Instagram lately that have you been putting work into your pedal board, or did you recently change it up?
I changed it up like about halfway through this year because my roommate built I'm looking at it back there, but he has like an Eventide H90, which is like, you know, it's like a super space station effects. Like you can, and he's like a very a very synth-minded guy. So I just saw the tones he was getting, and I was like, that's so powerful.
Yeah.
And I was thinking if I could just like approach the pedal board and not think about it as like a guitar pedal board, and just think about it as like a chain, more
Yeah.
so, like kind of just rethink how I
Mhm.
approach it. So that's what I did, and that's what I'm looking at now. But yeah, I did it recently, and I was just inspired by like he put just a switch so you can turn the power on and XLR jacks out the side. I was like, that's so slick for live, because I used to be every guitarist has felt this way, but like at sound check, being like, I'm not getting sound out of my board, and like wrestling stuff around and trying to get patch cables right, and the power being wonky or something. And I was
Yeah.
like, it'd be nice to like have something that I just set down and turn on, and I don't have to worry about things
Yeah.
falling off. So,
So what do you have on there for pedals? What are your favorites right now?
so right now, let me see. I can hold it up real quick.
Yeah, I don't know if
Let
it's
me
easy or
see.
not.
Do a test. I've been really enjoying some of Universal Audio's stuff.
Hmm.
Let's see. Here we are. It's
Cool.
kind of big. Well,
Oh yeah, that
but
is slick. Nice.
um, so essentially, it's all based around this Tone X, which is a model of my amp back there, which
Yep.
is sort of another story because I spent a year of just modding the snot out of that thing to get the sound I want. But you heard it. It's like a Marshall, just a good
Yep.
Marshall sound.
Yep.
But what's cool about this is because of this splitter bot or this mixer, I can
Hmm.
do wet dry wet effects. And in my band, I have to fill a lot of space, especially because a lot of times I'm a trio. So I essentially have um, wet dry wet on one board, and I can
Yeah.
just go over here and it's off. And then I turn it on, and then I have a full like Steve Lukather, Eddie Van Halen,
Yep.
19 circa 85 rack on my board.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, I have these UA pedals, and this is I use it as a plate reverb, and it's
Hmm.
stereo, and it's glorious, and it's amazing. And this is the Starlight, which is really great Echoplex, like full all the quirks, and it's really, 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 really good. And then I have an Eventide pedal to do like some
Hmm.
Eddie Van Halen harmonizer sort of type of tones.
Yeah.
And then it all combines to a DI underneath and out left, right for front of house. And it's a huge sound, you know?
Yeah,
I,
that is compact and it looks nice and tight. Do you feel
yeah.
like are you the kind of guy who's going to like change that up again in a month, or is that it for you? It's kind of set and
It's
that's what it's
pretty,
going to be for a while.
yeah, it's pretty much it. I've tried things, but I always come back to this. Like I tried to
Mhm.
get a fractal and because I was thinking like it'd be cool to get wacky alien sounds that I would never use. But just like using one guitar, I like having
Yeah.
one amp, and I know exactly how the delay is going to behave. I know exactly how, like, I just love how predictable it is and how I can use my foot and roll the feedback knob of the delay myself. And
Hmm.
um, yeah, I'm just gonna get like add one or two pedals and replace one I'm not using right now. But this is it for a while, I think,
Cool.
because it's super
Yeah.
inspiring. And
Yeah. Awesome.
yeah, I basically designed that to work with this, to work with the amp, and um, that's sort of just how I like it. I like to sound like me, I don't. I'm not trying
Yeah.
to not trying to like dial up anything ever.
It's cool that
So
you like diving into the equipment. It sounds like that's a pretty big interest of yours. Some guitar players just like to plug in and like not worry about all that stuff, but you really enjoy that kind of the side of things, right?
yeah, for sure. Like I even in the studio, like in recording the tones, I'm big into engineering, just like how Eddie was. Like
Yeah.
he was really good because he was pushing the envelope he was talking to Floyd Rose and Kramer and trying stuff and like helping them file patents and stuff. Like
Yeah.
he was like driving, being like, this should be better, like this can be better.
Yeah.
Um, so I like being in that mindset too, with like Lindy Fralin being like, this is like
Yeah.
the best bridge HSS humbucker I've ever played, and there's nothing like it. Um, and then it's fun to like then go and just play music with it. And
Yeah.
every note that I'm hearing, I'm like, this is exactly what I want it to be.
Yeah.
Um,
That's very cool. That's really
yeah.
cool that you do that. Well, I'd love to hear you play a little bit more. Do you have anything that you're working on, or anything that you want to play?
Uh, let's see. What have I been working on? I've just been finishing the album. I mean, I've been learning like Ghostbusters and stuff like that and Thriller.
Nice.
Um,
Halloween's coming up.
but I don't know. I've been really just kind of channeling Eddie more recently. And we've been gearing up for we play Oyster Festival, which is a big festival in Virginia in 2 weeks, and
Hmm.
we're doing 5 hours of music. So we've been learning lots of stuff,
Yeah.
everything from like Journey to like 38 Special and stuff like that.
Yeah. Nice.
So
Crowd pleasers.
yeah, exactly. You know how it is. But
Yeah.
that's been the big focus. But right after that, I'll be back in working on the album, which is
You know,
more
will you
my
play
favorite.
that gig as a trio? Did you say
That will be a five piece.
five piece?
But when
Yeah.
I
Oh,
play my
you're.
original stuff, it's
Yeah.
usually a trio.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Nice.
Because I love having everybody, but also a trio just kind of forces me to kind
Hmm.
of play differently. It forces everybody to like kind of be a little bit more involved.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit
Um,
looser, a little bit more improv.
hmm Yeah.
Yeah.
I like being surprised by other people's choices. Where with a five piece, it's like a tight ship, you
Right.
know.
Right.
Um,
You
so
gotta get through that Journey song. You know, get people
yeah,
on the dance floor.
yeah, they're like, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Did you take lessons as a kid, or are you self-taught?
I took lessons for a little bit, from Forrest Link, who's like another local guitar, um, powerhouse of Richmond. And I
Nice.
did it for a bit, but then once I started to kind of like develop my sound and he was trying to get me to read and like I'm just not that guy. Like
Hmm.
I'm just not the theater good guy. That's just
Yeah.
not me. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But I've been mostly self-taught,
Yeah.
YouTube University, and
Yeah.
really a lot of like isolated tracks. I'll listen to isolated tracks of my favorite songs ever, and
Oh, cool.
um, just like tr- decode.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Um,
That's helpful. I've actually never done that, but I can see how that would be super helpful. Do you play along with tracks on YouTube, or did you do that like when you were learning?
yeah, like I'll play along with yeah, the Eddie ISO tracks. Like
Yeah.
if you're watching this and you haven't, if you're watching this and you want to be convinced, look up "Beautiful Girls" Van Halen 2 isolated Eddie track on YouTube, and it is like ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
So cool.
Um, You'll be a believer after listening to that, and you'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I get it."
Yeah, I could get back on the Eddie train. I mean, I'm 52, so I was listening to Eddie back in like the actual 80s.
Yeah, I'm jealous of you. If I had a time machine, I would 100%. I'd go probably 84 tour, you know, or like 85, 86, the first Hagar, 51,
Yeah,
52, that's
yeah.
like my favorite era.
I mean, it was the real thing. Like it was as cool as you thought it was. Like they were amazing. Everyone was kind of blown away by them. So
I mean, it's it's one of them, yeah, it's the most intense one of the most intense like pop rock moments in human history. Yeah, we'll keep,
totally,
if I'm talking about it, I didn't even get to see it, I'm sure,
absolutely,
it's not going anywhere.
absolutely. Well, Jordan, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I thank you for your time so much. Keep on playing. I'll
Yeah.
list your links below where people can find you, and I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, to everyone watching, thank you so much, and stay tuned if you're interested in something like this. Reach out to me and Bryant, and stay tuned because we're gonna do some like pre-wired pick guards and stuff like that, and
Nice,
um,
nice.
excited to see more people express themselves with this kind of
I
thing.
know. I feel like I'm kind of selling Brian stuff for him. He's gonna have to get me a coupon code or something.
You have to get like a
Discount code. Yeah.
referral link.
All right, man. Thanks again. Take care.
Cool. Peace. Have a good one.
Peace.